Some people say love is the sweetness of life. However, on today's case, Miss Dixon says her fiancé, Mr. Mills's actions are leaving a sour taste in her mouth. She says his lying and cheating ways are forcing her to check out of this relationship. Can this love rise above the accusations, or will it expire in my courtroom? Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Dixon versus Mills.
Thank you very much. Ms. Dixon, Mr. Mills. Ms. Dixon, you brought this case today because you say your fiancé's shady and inconsiderate behaviors have you questioning whether or not you should be walking down the aisle.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Mills, you say Ms. Dixon is a hypocrite. You admit you're not perfect, but neither is she. You say you want to change for Ms. Dixon, but you need her to change with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's get into this. You know, anytime I hear a plaintiff say there's some shady and inconsiderate behaviors, I want to hear the whole story. What's going on, Ms. Dixon?
Your Honor. Well, I feel like Hendricas is very inconsiderate with my money, and he doesn't care about expenses or how much I have to spend or my budgeting, anything like that. And the first example I have is I gave him $200 to spend on an event that I was throwing. It was like a little baby shower. And so I gave him $200 to spend on finger foods. He's supposed to get vegetables and fruits and finger foods. But when I came home, the freezer was filled with meats, like any type of meat you wanted, like shrimp, chicken, steak.
It sounded like he was planning a boys' party rather than a baby shower.
Yeah, there was no finger foods. None of the food that I asked for him to purchase was there. He said that he needed to stock up on some of his stuff for work. And so I had to go spend another $200 on meat, and he's inconsiderate. He doesn't care.
You know, I hear inconsiderate right there. Tell me, was there confusion as to what the instructions were? Help me to understand.
No, Your Honor. I'm a chef, first of all.
Okay, so you know food.
Yes, I know how to shop, and there was a sale on meat at the time. So I utilized that to the best of my ability and did what I had to do.
And so here's my question, though. Was there a reason that she said, let me give you this $200, or was that supposed to be food shopping for the house?
I feel like that wasn't even enough for the event that she was trying to book me for. Because even though we're together, I feel like I still need to get paid for my time.
So you were supposed to be, I want to be very clear about this, you were supposed to be the chef.
Yes, ma'am.
For this event.
Yes.
And you were being booked for your professionalism for this particular time.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And that $200 was supposed to be the food cost or not? Or was that your fee?
That ain't even my fee. My fee is like $400 just
okay.
to book me.
But the $200, so that I'm clear, what did you tell him the $200 was for?
I told him the $200 was for food. I feel like since he's my man, that maybe he should give me a discount on his services or do it for me for free because we're supposed to be in this together, you know what I'm saying?
Clearly, you all did not have a discussion about what was going to go on this particular event.
It seems like I'm always just have to do something just because I'm a chef. Just because I'm a chef, people they book me for things and you automatically assume that I'm supposed to do it.
Well, I can tell you, I understand that, you know, your skill set is your talent and that's how you make money. That's a particular issue for me because I talk for a living. Everybody knows that.
Yes, ma'am.
I get paid when I talk. I don't just come to talk. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So I understand that you're saying, but that's your livelihood. My suggestion is in the future, you all have some clear lines of what it is you're trying to accomplish. If you are booking your man, the chef, then say, and I want the family discount. Okay. And I don't care what the family discount y'all come up with.
I really don't think she understands, like, the food costs has really went up.
Okay, well...
So that's definitely one. $200 is nothing.
But wait a minute, that chef, I'm not gonna agree with you on that, because I can make a whole wedding reception on $200 at the Costco. So don't even start that. The big box store, I can find stuff to do. The point is, you must agree to what you're going to do with it, okay? And so I know that you might want to get the caviar and the filet mignon because you're a chef and you know how to do that. But if she got a hamburger budget if you're a real chef, you know how to make it work. Y'all just know y'all come to a real conclusion, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Deal. What else is going on?
I had made a deal with Hendricas. If he stopped smoking cigarettes, then I would treat him. And the only reason why I
Treat him to what?
Any type of dinner or lunching of his choosing, like every other day.
So it was like a challenge.
Yes, it was. And I only did that because I have heart disease and lung disease in my family. So I want to live a long, healthy life with my man, and I don't want him to like...
But I've been smoking for years, though.
I asked him to stop smoking, and he agreed that he would. For weeks, I thought that everything was fine. You know, he wasn't smelling like smoke. I wasn't seeing any buds in the ashtray, nothing. He wasn't smoking around the house until I had to use his card because mine was in the shop. And I went into his glove box, and it was full of empty cigarette boxes. It smelled like a smokehouse. And I just feel like he's lying to me. He's a liar, and I can't take it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, so, Mr. Mills, I heard you say I've been smoking for years, so...
Yes, I have. I was in the military for one thing, and then being a chef, like, you know, it's just, it's a habit.
But it is a habit. Is it something that you're willing?
Yes, no, I have no problem working on it. But at the same time, I feel like she needs to work on, you know, she smokes her weed.
Yeah, and I made efforts for him to get an e-patch. And so at first, for like 2 weeks, I seen him every day. I would check him before and after he went to work. He would have on the patch. But then, you know, a little while later, you know, I stopped checking him, and I started to see that in the garage, I had this little doll from when I was young. He would stick the patches on there. I feel like he would be lying about where he was lying.
He was lying because I can tell you right now, Mr. Mills is not stopping smoking because he already just told me I'm gonna try my best with that nod, that brother nod that you throw your head to the side, which basically says, I'm gonna say what I need to say right now, but whatever. That I know what it looks like. Yeah. I mean, listen, I turned 60 this year. Been there, done that, bought the T-shirt, saw it on Oprah. When you give me the nod, you're like, whatever. I get you, but as a heart disease survivor also, I'm also the National Volunteer for the Heart Association. Smoking will kill you. And it's the #1 issue on heart disease. And heart disease kills more black men than anything else. So if you want to put yourself early in the grave, keep smoking.
But what I want to know is where these underwear with the glitter came from.
Wait, we just jumped from the thrift shop to the underwear with the glitter. You're gonna have to explain something to me.
I actually have the evidence. Yeah.
I can actually see glitter.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
What kind of event was this, sir?
Ma'am, it was a yacht party. It was a yacht party, and
I've honestly tried to stop smoking weed in order to help him, influence him not to smoke cigarettes. So we tried out edibles. I introduced him to a friend of mine who makes really good edibles. She gave me some a couple times. And I thought that since he's a chef, that would be good for his business. He could start making different treats and stuff like that.
Did he like that idea?
Yes, he did. He loved it, except that it started taking away too much of his time, like way too much of his time. Now,
what do you mean? Explain that to me.
Instead of just doing chef and catering events, it just seems like he's always making edibles away from home now. Like, it's not even an in-home thing. He's just making edibles all the time now, it seems like. But
okay, chef, help me to understand what that's about.
I mean, it's a lucrative business right now.
It is?
Infusing the food is very big now. So I really got into it. I mean, the friend that she introduced me into, and I was just, I went full force with it. I'm not gonna, you either want me to work or be at home. What do you want me to do?
But you're telling me that this part of your business has really taken off, and it's something that has enhanced your business.
New customer base.
But I also have my own business. I have a thrift store that just opened. You know, he seems enthusiastic, but he didn't show for my grand opening, which he knew about in advance. I was calling him. He didn't show up until 2 hours later. I was very embarrassed. I didn't have, you know, the amount of support I felt like I should have had from my fiancé. And I just feel like his time is elsewhere.
Is there something that has gone on that made you lose focus?
To me, not at all. I mean, we're both working. We're both trying to grow and be better. So, I mean, I was really enthusiastic about her business, and I've tried to do my best about it, but at that time, I had somewhere to be and had to take care of my business at the same time.
So, but you didn't plan to be there to join her for her grand opening?
I did say I was gonna be there, I did.
You know, you don't get to do the nod for that one. That's one that you actually owe her a full apology for not showing up because, you know, the main thing of a relationship is being able to depend on your partner.
Yes, Your Honor.
But what I want to know is where these underwear with the glitter came from.
Wait, we just jumped from the thrift shop to the underwear with the glitter. You're gonna have to explain something to me.
Yes, ma'am. I feel like Hendricas is cheating on me. I feel like
Okay,
that's
so
why...
wait, we got lying,
Yes.
we got unreliable, and now we got cheating?
Yes. He doesn't clean or do any laundry around the house, so that's my job. So I was going through his laundry a couple weeks ago, and I found some underwear with glitter in the seat of them. And I asked him where did the glitter come from? Because I don't wear glittery makeup. He said that he's working at an event and there was glitter everywhere, and it must have gotten in his underwear somehow that way.
Wait, glitter in his underwear?
Yeah, he said there was glittery soap in the bathroom, glittery decorations.
There was literally glitter everywhere.
What kind of
At this
event was
event.
this, sir?
Ma'am, it was a yacht party. It was a yacht party, and there was glitter everywhere.
I actually have the evidence, Your Honor. Like, would you like to see this?
I don't want nothing to do with him, though. Okay, but when you say glitter, I actually can see the
The
glitter.
glitter. Yeah.
I can actually see glitter.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I asked him, I said, did you know that Asia moved to Florida? And he looked at me all nervous and said no, and just laughed.
Well, I love the fact that both of you have a relationship with Asia, so we've invited Asia to join us. Did you and Mr. Mills have any intimate contact while you were there? If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Okay, yacht party, you the chef. How did glitter get in your underwear?
Ma'am, I was touching a whole lot of stuff there. I was touching, tables. There was glitter everywhere, literally. So, I mean, maybe when I went to the bathroom after the fact, I have no idea.
You weren't walking around in your underwear, just in your underwear.
No.
And you weren't around someone with glitter with just your underwear on?
No, ma'am.
Well, I have to tell you, the fact that this happened a couple weeks ago and I still see glitter, that was a whole heck of a lot of glitter. And your explanation is it just was glitter and it was a client and you had nothing to do with it.
I'm a chef. I pull up. That's what I do.
I ain't never had a chef. I mean, that might have been nasty to have glitter all over the food and glitter on the knives and glitter on the cutting board and I'm gonna tell you, the folk whoever rented that yacht, I know they were mad because their security deposit did not get back to them because they had glitter everywhere. Mm-hmm. Now I think it's time for me to give you the nod, okay?
Actually, the girl who I introduced him to that makes the edibles,
okay,
she was actually helping him host the event, so I felt like maybe she was involved, maybe not.
Host that particular yacht party?
Yes, and they've been involved, a little bit back and forth, so he goes to her house and makes the edibles with her, and I'm not gonna watch my man every second or hour of the day. I'm just gonna trust him. So I haven't been, checking up on them or checking to see if anything was going on, but recently he took a trip to Florida just to cater for a week, and he didn't invite me on the trip, but he did invite his guy friends. When I called him on FaceTime, he was with his guy friends, so I believe that, that's just what he was doing. But then a couple weeks later, I found out that Asia, the girl who makes the edibles, moved to Florida. She doesn't live in Georgia anymore. And I asked him, I said, did you know that Asia moved to Florida? And he looked at me all nervous and said no, and just laughed, and the laugh makes me feel like he's lying.
Is there anything happening with you and Asia?
No, ma'am.
And did you see Asia when you were in Florida? It was a work trip and you ended up taking some of your guy friends.
I'm a chef.
Well, I love the fact that both of you have a relationship with Asia, so we've invited Asia to join us as a witness. So I get to ask the questions then. Asia Hennenberg is a witness, and Robert, will you please ask Ms. Hennenberg to join us?
Absolutely.
Ms. Hennenberg, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How
Wonderful.
you doing?
Thank you so very much. Ms. Hennenberg, you know both Ms. Dixon and Mr. Mills. Tell me what the nature of your relationship is with them.
Well, I have my own business in Georgia, and I'm also doing infusion foods with edibles as well. So I've been actually Erica is actually my client.
Okay.
And she wanted me to get into business with him, of course. And I decided, you know, I would show him the ropes around, and I don't mind, you know, helping, you know, reaching one, teaching one.
Right. And if you're an entrepreneur and it's been successful for you, you were just sharing your knowledge initially.
Yes.
Okay. So, we've been talking about this Florida trip, and I know that you were able to hear some of the testimony earlier. Ms. Dixon is concerned that you ended up moving to Florida. Not that there was concern about that, but that at the time her fiancé went down to Florida, she found it to be just a coincidence. And so, you know, I'm going to ask directly, did you see Mr. Mills while he was in Florida recently?
Yes, I did. I've actually hosted an event down there, and I asked him for his help.
Okay, so in a work environment, you say you saw him.
Yes.
Mr. Mills, did you misunderstand my question earlier? I asked you if you saw Miss Hindenburg, and you said you did not.
Dang. I'd stick by my story.
So you say you didn't see Miss Hindenburg while you were in Florida?
Not at all.
Miss Hindenburg, you say you saw Mr. Mills, and you asked for his help.
Yes. Mr. Mills was looking for an opportunity, and I gave him an opportunity to prove himself, of course. And once we finished up with our event, we actually went out and got drinks.
So you took it real seriously.
Yes,
and
of
then
course.
you
This is a business opportunity for me. I do not take anything as a joke when it comes to my life.
So you're telling me that after you all worked together, you all then went out almost like a little celebration because you all had an opportunity to be together?
Just relax and release some
And,
stress. He also talked to me about him and Erica not actually seeing each other anymore.
So he told you that they had broken up?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
I mean,
and a
he
cheater.
told me that he's not involved with you anymore, and I definitely asked him.
Oh wow. That's what we doing? That's how you gonna do me?
Mr. Mills.
Oh wow.
So Miss Hindenburg is here lying on you.
She is.
I had never seen any phone calls come to his phone. I don't know if he was blocking him, but I didn't see no talk.
How many times did you see him while you all were in Florida?
Probably around twice.
Did you and Mr. Mills have any intimate contact while you were there?
Yes, twice actually.
Oh, my.
I don't know why you over here playing games when you know this was gonna come out in the first place.
Man, look, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
Yeah.
I'm a chef.
Yeah.
I work. That's what I do.
Yeah, well, not anymore. You're not gonna be a chef anymore, especially not in my establishment.
Trifling.
Wow.
I want him out of my house, and I don't want to do this with him anymore because I can't trust him.
No, you certainly can't trust him. And not only do you want him out of your house, I want him out of my courtroom because I am not used to somebody that roll up in here and be straight lying. I apologize to you, Miss Dixon. I apologize to you, Miss Hindenburg. Let me just say to you, you both can do a whole heck of a lot better. You're a dog, sir.
I can't believe you. Are you kidding me?
Look.
You would lie about everything?
No.
The food, everything?
No.
All right.
Have nothing
I want
to do
you to
with
get
that.
your stuff out of my house.
Have nothing
and I
to
want
do
you
with
to
that.
leave because you're a
What do you mean, your
scumbag.
house?
No,
It's
it's
our
my
house.
house now. It's my house now.
So clearly he was lying to everybody.
Oh, my God. The only thing I hear in my head was, it happened in the yacht party. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I know, it was like a bad R&B song back in the day.
Right.
But I got the feeling these two women, they will probably go out for a drink and an Italian dinner after today.
Oh, yeah.
But I know where he won't be sleeping.